All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome once again to War Commander Unshackled. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and I'm doing a freaking new. Got to mute YouTube.
Noob.
Yes, big noob. Yes, I understand.
And the Noob of the Year award goes to?
Yes, Noob of the Year award goes to me. But tonight on the panel we have the one, and we have the illustrious moderator, Dama Phoenix. And Paul, get your butt on here. I need another Rambo. So
I thought you were going to say the one, the only, the one.
yeah, right. No. So tonight we have a few things to talk about. We've got our introduction to our new lead designer, the farewell to the. Well, I'm going to say it. He will always be the wrong thinker. He will always be a part of War Commander with all the hard work he has put in. But our new lead designer, Storm Chaser, is on the ball. He has worked with Wrong Thinker for the past couple of years on War Commander. We have some update notes. We have a gear store update. We have a raid stuff update, and a few other things that we will talk about tonight. But first off, for those of you that had watched the Bernie podcast, there was a challenge issued out, and well, it was to find an Easter egg hidden somewhere on the map. Now, there were a couple of bases throughout that the map is still in play. That map is currently in your raids, so one of those is in there. But he offered 100 gold to whoever found it. The first person to find it was MX36 in the forums. I don't think he will name and shame. He won the award. And because he said, message him on the forums, not the forums, on the Discord, I was pointing it out to him that, hey, just in case you guys didn't check the forums in time, I got a 100 gold out of it too. So I want to thank Mr. CM Bernie for that. I want to congratulate MX36 for being the first to find the bunny. For those of you that want to see where that bunny was hidden on the shelf, check the forums out. It is a pinned post for Bernie's podcast. So with that, congratulations. So, welcome aboard, everybody, on this luxurious show tonight. Everybody out in YouTube that decided they wanted to tune in and listen to us. So, we're going to start off right now with, let's see here. Let's get it off this nice little artwork. And this is the Bernie's Briefing Room. So, like I said, check it out. Bernie's Briefing Room, episode number 5. You're going to be talking with one of the lead art designers with him on there. So, off to we go with the introduction of Mr. Storm Chaser. He's like, greeting commanders. I just want to take a moment to formally introduce myself as the new lead designer on War Commander. I have been with the War Commander team for almost 6 years. Half of that time, I had the pleasure of working alongside Wrong Thinker to create fun content for you all. At the same time, I've been an avid player in the game. It was great facing off against many of you in this most recent Warpath. Originally started out in Q&A, and I've also been a companion to fixing bugs that are hindering gameplay. Sometimes it can feel like there's always a new fire to fight, a new storm to chase, but we're currently working towards improving the game. It will be my goal to continue the positive direction Wrong Thinker has taken in the game. One step in that direction is the next release. We will be delivering a long request changing in reducing the capacity of the PvP only legendary units by itself. I'm also going to be looking into options to rebalance some of the other units which have not turned out to be as useful as we'd like them Don't worry, we're not going to change too much. We will definitely be getting your feedback on some proposed changes before we decide on them. We have some exciting plans coming up in the future, including new game mode, new types of content, which we will be providing more details about as they come together. As before, please continue to leave your thoughts and feedbacks below. See you on the battlefield, Storm Chaser. So everybody has been complaining about the size of those legendary units. Well, guess what? They just went from 600 to 300. So with that being said, those of you that have your legendary units maxed or close to max, you can now put a heck of a lot more in a plat. With that being said, I'm going to go to the panel and see their thoughts on this. Mr. Daba Phoenix, what do you think?
I just want to point out something. In the thing, he's a champion of fixing bugs. So really cool. Really have him on the team because he's especially since he's been working with Wrong Tinker. I guess he's been secretly behind the stages, but now he's finally come to light. I'm glad to see that Chick's Eye is listening to the community because they reduced the legendary units to 300. I guess they would be, and so it shows that Chick's Eye does listen if the community does ask. So.
Yeah, I will say it's been a long time coming, and yes, they do listen, even though you people think they don't. They do, actually. So, all right. The One, what do you think of the new lead designer, Storm Chaser's little introduction? And you did have the pleasure of flattening him, didn't you?
Yes, in the warpad I flat his base. I don't know what he's gonna change in the game, but I don't have an opinion about it yet.
Well, so far he's changed the size of the legendary units from 600 to 300. So
yeah, that's a good change.
So in there, she's looking at rebalancing some of the units that haven't come up to par. Debo knows this one, the Disruptors. Knocks them bad boys out, and they were worthless. So. And welcome, Mr. Iron Hand.
Iron Man.
Iron Man, Iron Hand, Iron Dick, whichever the case may be.
So
I
never owned any legendary units, but cutting them down from 600 to 300 is definitely a good thing.
I would think so. And the rebalancing of certain other units that are not as illustrious that we all know will be rebalanced eventually. Now, granted, this does take time, people. It's not going to be an instantaneous thing. You know, they got to test the rebalance, retest the balance, and test it once more. So,
I do have a Disruptor in my Thunder platoon.
Didn't they, I can't remember which event it was, but they gave out a couple of the legendary units. I think it was a Mega Tank, the Laser Tank, and the Hellfire. So, you may have missed that event. I don't know.
I just never got any units ever, so.
Well, for those out there that have, you know, upgraded them up to max, it's a PvP unit, and I've heard the Mega Tank is a nice little beast on the field. So,
legendary Hellfire at max range, 700 range. It's good if you got splat. It's good for distraction. And now that he's only 300, I'm going to be making some and trying to get them maxed because that's a really good distraction unit for bunkers.
Yes, it is because they target the missiles.
Especially, you put that with your Prophet, so they're looking at they're shooting at the missiles, and then the Prophet just goes in and takes the.
Honestly, I want legendary hover tanks, but that'll never come to fruition. So we all know that. So
I don't even know they really released the ones they already made again.
Well, all right, let's go ahead and get on to our patches and downtimes. The following changes and fixes have been applied to Thursday, which is today. So, PvP Season 9 will begin soon. Accolades, Blood Thorium, and medals await you in your ultimate PvP event. We'll get to that. The July gear store change. Santiago, Seed Squadron components, Nyx, Phalanx, and more at your command in the July gear store. New missions have been added. So those little things up on the bottom over your to-do list has now been changed. And of course, the legendary units capacity has been changed by 50% from 600 to 300. The one major bug fix, single use and standard version of the Santiago can now be used to complete the Santiago mission. Not a lot there, gentlemen, but we're going to start off with Gaba Phoenix.
So, once again, the community, you guys were very vocal in the forums about the Santiago mission, not the standard Santiago not working, I believe it was, and Kickside fixed it. And so Kickside does listen. Just that it's not like an on and off switch where they can just click a button or push a button and just have it fixed. It takes time and all that. And I don't know a thing about coding, but I would imagine there's a lot. It takes more than just an on-off switch to code all this stuff. What you got? So something else, Phalanx. I believe it's Phalanx Tech or Phalanx themselves. Either way, community asked for those to be in the gear store, so it's another win. And available missions. I see a mission right now. It says kill 11 heavy or 111. Try that again. Kill 100 heavy gunners in Rogue Faction missions, and it doesn't specify units. This is going to be an interesting mission. Overall, it seems like Kickside is going in the right way and listening to players out in the community. So, keep being vocal in the forums and Discord, and Kickside will listen. But do it constructively. Don't just say Kickside sucks. Kickside sucks. Say here, hey, I don't like this. This is what's wrong. Here's how it could be better, and then Kickside just might listen.
Yep, they are listening to all of us in one form or another. And with that, let's get to the one.
Can you skip me, please?
Okay, we can skip you. Iron Man, you're up.
Well, I definitely was a little upset with trying to use Santiago, and it didn't work, so I had to use one of the single-use ones. But now that's fixed.
All right. So, well, now we're going to go on to our PvP Season 9 briefing. Dear Commanders, battle for bragging rights of your sector in War Commander PvP Season 9. Details. It starts July 5th. After downtime ends September 5th. There will be a weekly payout of medals based on your current infamy division. Additional medals, Blood Thorium, Acolytes will be awarded to the winner at the end of the season. Now, in efforts to improve server performance, players who held 0 infamy will not appear on the leaderboard and will not be considered for prizes payout. Okay, if they have 0 infamy, they shouldn't get anything anyway.
Yeah.
So, Alliance completes in 3 different classes based on Alliance size. Class A, total infamy contribute of all members. Class B, total infamy contributes of the top 100 members. Class C is total infamy contribute to the top 50 members. Now your Alliance scores will appear in all 3 classes, and Alliance can only receive a single Acolyte per season. So at the end of the season, your prize alliances are the following. Class A, for first place, you're going to get a nice little Acolyte over your base, 300,000 medals. Class B, you're going to get a nice little Acolyte over your base and 200,000 medals. Class C is a nice little Acolyte and 100,000 medals. Now the question is do I really need to read all this? No, but I'm going to go up to at least third. So second place, you're going to get the nice little Acolyte and 250,000. Class C, you're going to get another one, same Acolyte, and 170,000. Class C, you're going to get an accolade and 85,500. Third place, nice little accolade, 225,000. Class B, third place, is a nice little accolade at 150,000. Class C is a nice little accolade at 7,500. So with that, it keeps going down up until 10th place, and it's the medal payout is, I say, very nice, to be quite honest, regardless of your placing. So the rank from 1 to 3 alliance accolades for Class A, B, and C appear in the leaderboard above your base on the world map. This stays there for your whole time during the PvP season until it resets. Then it gets taken away. Please note that an alliance can receive 1 acolyte per season. If an alliance places first in Class A, B, and C, they will only receive the acolyte for Class A. So your individual PvP prizes, the weekly round out and season PvP for individual players. For the season, the first place, you get 300,000. For Gold 1, this is the top guy. He gets 300,000 and 9 Blood Thor. Gold 1, 3,600. You get 6 Blood Thor and 250,000 medals. Gold 3, which is 2,800 infamy. You get 5 Blood Thor, 225,000. Gold 3, 2,100 infamy. You're going to get 4 Blood Thor, 200,000. The silver is 1,500. 3 Blood Thor, 175,000. Silver 2 is 1,000. You're going to get 2 Blood Thor, 150,000. So, guys, try to get to at least the silver so you can get the 2 Blood Thor. Because after that, your silver 3, 0 Blood Thor is 125,000. Bronze is 100,000. Bronze 2 is 7,500. And bronze 3 is 50,000.
At least be 1 medal.
Yeah.
Or 1
infamy. That's just for participating. You're going to get, if you get 1 infamy, that's just hitting 1 base.
Time to get on my alt and get one basis so I can get 50k medals.
Yep. So now this is per round payout. Gold 1 is 200,000. Gold 2 is 120. Gold 3 is 90,000. Silver 1 is 70,000. Silver 2 is 60,000. Silver 3 is 50. Bronze 1 is 3,500. Bronze 2 is 2,500. And Bronze 3 is 1,250. So with that, gentlemen, we're going to start off with Mr. Daba Phoenix. What do you think about this new PvP season coming up?
Kickside just keeps on winning. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Where do you want me to go?
Keep going. Oh, they didn't put a pretty little table. Well, right there. They didn't put a pretty little table, but this is something else the community asked for it to go back to this way, where all you need to do is place in Gold 1, because of the infamy farmers and the guys that lock up their bases with Ring of Firing and 69ing. It's really impossible to be like the top 100 unless you participate in those activities. So it's really nice to see that Kickstarter put it back to their first attempt at this, where you just get, as long as you're in Gold 1, you get the 6 Blood Thor. So this way it doesn't, it's not going to be as much 69 and Ring of Firing. I went through certain sectors, and my goodness, you just could not hit any of the bases because they had 10 tunes around them. And if you hit one of the tunes around them, they would just self-bubble. So, but that's how all these top guys get infamy. Now, I'll tell you that gold first place, that's going to be the biggest infamy farmer. You go to his sector, whatever, and he's going to have tunes around his base like the whole season. But, so I know, it's going to be impossible to get that spot. But the rest of the, Gold 3 is, Gold 2 and Gold 1 are definitely attainable just by anybody on the map, even without going crazy. So I definitely like that. And then obviously the weekly payouts stayed the same. So can't really comment on that. So Kickstarter's winning again. That's like 4 or 5 things just in this one update that we read that they've listened to.
All right. No one. Do you want me to skip you again, or do you want to comment on this?
No, I'm fine now. I was doing the dog base on the map, so I was a bit distracted.
Ah. Are you done doing the dog base?
Yeah, I got the first one. It's timing. So
Okay. So
about the infamy and all the clan wars about it. I hope it will stop now and be a little bit easier to get all your tokens.
well, we shall see. We shall see on that one. I think with the implementation that they have with morale and when you pop your bubble 10 minutes, it's going to be kind of interesting where you can't get a bubble for 10 minutes. Granted,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're still tweaking this little thing. So to counteract the 69, as we put it, the 69ing and the Ring of Fire, two different things. Ring of Fire can be broken. 69ing is, well, still a bannable offense. So you see it, report it. That's what I say. But with that being said, let's go on to Mr. Iron Man. There we go.
I'll definitely see the improvement over last time. And this new alliance payout, that's something interesting right there as well.
That's been out, I think, since not this last one, but the one before that. So, but yes.
Yeah.
All right, Zach has blessed us with his presence. Now he's not doing any bases, but he is blessing us with his presence. If he was doing bases, I would be screen sharing him, because seeing this stuff gets boring after a while. But with that being said, I think the payouts are great, and we shall see who gets the number one. Of course, as Dava has said, there's going to be many, many tunes around that base. So our next step will be, let me get to it, our July gear store update. So the gear store has been updated. The highlights for this gear store is the new endurance armor for Santiago. It is 300k. Reduces damage by turrets 20%. Movement speed increased by 25%. So we have the Send Injector. It is a 400k. It reduces charge time by 40% and increases fire rate by 50%. The new Santiago Hero Tech training tech. So this will actually combine everything with that gold tech. It is 500k. It increases damage done up to 100%. The splash radius is increased by up to 40%. So
they put it just it's in the middle of your gear store. It's not at the top like they usually put it. So just in case you guys are wondering.
Right. So I mean the pricing is comparable to what all the other hero tech has been. So now you've got parts for the siege that have come out. You have the siege squadron pods, 300k middle drop. It drops adds up. Drop pods add up to 3 seconds of concussion, shock, corrosion, and cryo. You have the pilot. It is 300k. It increases the drop rate of the lead plane as it takes damage up to 50%. You have the Kevlar seatbelt. That is 300k. It reduces sustained damage by 30%. Now we have some additions. Nyx is back in there, 800k. Phalanx are back in there at 95k. Furies are at 130. Cyclops at 115. Your tech additions. This is where it gets a little bit interesting, ladies and gentlemen. So we have 4 Nyx. You have the tungsten paneling, 300k. You have the N-Class MK4 at 400k. Our heroic training is 500k. So those of you that have the tech for the Nyx, this combines your 2 bronze, your 2 silver, and your 2 gold tech into one. Now for the Phalanx, you have the laminated armor at 20k. You have the cab spoiler at 20k, snow treads at 50k, Kevlar tires at 50k. the Open Field Tactic at 125K, and the Urban Tactic at 125K. Now, for those of you that don't realize that, all you need is one. And if your workshop is maxed out, replicate, replicate, replicate. So now we have for the Furies, the Hardened Canopy, the Titanium Undershell, the Turbo Shaft 107. And those are all. So the Hardened Canopy is 20K. The Titanium Undershell is 20K. The Turbo Shaft is 50K. The MK3 X51 is 50K. The AA Drone Mastery is 125K. The AG Drone Mastery is 125K. For those of you that don't know what the AA drones do, that's anti-air. So it's going to hit anything in the air, first off. The AGs are anti-ground. Now for the Cyclops, we have the Deep Treads at 12.5 and the Racing Treads at 12.5. The Wide Lens and the Angle Lens are 31K a pop. The Bullet Avoidance, 78K, and the Explosive Ordnance at 78K. Now, the following units have been removed. Roland, Disruptors, Bone Saws, Breachers.
Oh.
The tech for the Roland has been removed. The Disruptor tech has been removed. I'm not going to say all this stuff because it's no longer there. There's no sense in saying. The Bone Saw tech has been removed and Breacher tech has been removed. So, let's go back to Mr. Dama Phoenix. What do you think of all the additions and removals?
So, can I formally ask you to hold on, right pause. Well, actually, that's really cool that they got that siege stuff up there. But can you go down to like the phalanx area?
All right, we'll go down to the phalanx area.
Yeah, there you go. Good enough. So I'm gonna count this as 2 wins for Kickside because we asked for phalanx tech. Not only did they give us phalanx tech, they gave us the gold tech, which was 2 things that they asked for. Like you guys, Kickside definitely like done good with this, and the gold tech is 125, which isn't too bad. It's only 5 metal bases, the 90s, or a crap ton of the 40s. So that's definitely good. There was some, Gen 1 tokens in there for...
No Gen 1 tokens.
Yeah. There's Liberators, Spartans, and something else in there for 8K.
Really? It's not in this, though. So that must have been a late addition.
Because they're... yeah, if you go to units, in your thing, it's Liberators, Acolytes, and Spartans. You get Gen 1 tokens for 8K.
Oh, that's something new. That's not in the update notes. So for those of you that want to get some upgrade tokens cheap, trade them in for techs if you don't need them. You got an abundance of metals.
And just for those who care, 55 Gen 1 tokens will cost you 440,000 if you're buying them for 8K a piece. It's not super crazy for maxing a Gen 1 unit from scratch. For those who are doing the math, just try to crank it up to like a Sphinx token. You're going to need over 100K because each Gen 1 token gives you 2. And a Gen 4 token, I believe, is 40 that you need. 40 techs in order to purchase one. So you're going to need a lot of those 8Ks, which... really ain't worth it when they were selling a Sphinx token for 100K.
Yep, I bought a couple. Not enough, but I bought a couple.
I wanted to buy them, but they only had them for the weekend. I was a little low that weekend, but then I started to get medals, and then they pulled them, and I was like, oh. But it's good to see that. That's another thing. People were asking for medals or tokens in the gear store, and Kickstarter's got them now. I guess they're trying different things, seeing what people like and all that, and there's a discussion thread if you want to see different units in there, or the price is too high or too low or perfect, just right. Let Kickstarter know because they're actively watching that thread. The moderators are watching that thread so that we can feed Kickstarter the info that you guys put. So
interesting base there, the one.
So just be vocal.
Yeah, dog base.
Mods in Discord too, if you want to post there.
I'll do it real quick on the show.
While you're doing that, we'll go to Iron Man and see what his thoughts on the Gear Store update are.
I'm actually finally happy they got the Siege tech because I don't have the one for the middle one.
That would be. You get to it real quick. But that would be the comm system.
Yeah. I finally am able to get that because I got the other two and I missed the comms one.
It honestly, it doesn't do much. It'll add like maybe 1 or 2, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that 1 or 2 could mean the difference between a 100% or a 99%.
Yeah. I'm also happy for the tech above.
Oh, you're talking about the Santiago tech?
Yeah. I don't have to rely on the regular Draken tech. I finally got hero tech from now.
Well, that is the good thing about the hero tech for the hero unit. It combines them all into one. So, but with that being said, it looks like the one has beat the dog base.
So what it did there, and I guess you got to wait for it to initially use the fire and then run behind it.
Well, all right. The one, what do you think about the Gear Store updates?
Yeah, there are a lot of good components in there that a lot of players want for the burn side and for the phalanx. So it's a good addition to the Gear Store. One thing I don't really like is the older gear is removed, like from the Hammer Hero, the Roland.
All right. And Gaba, what the hell? Someone keep a with the being said counter for Dark Shadows. What are you thinking? They're going to put out a unit with my name? I don't think so.
I said someone keep a. With that being said, counter on you.
Yeah. Right.
For that phrase.
Yeah. All right. Well, Zach, I know you're quiet. I know you don't have a mic, but you do type in side chat a lot. Any thoughts on the updates in the Gear Store? Well, I'll give my little thing. So he said the only thing decent in the Gear Store is the Siege tech and the Santiago tech and unit tokens. Everything's good in the Gear Store for those that really want it, need it. Phalanx tech.
Zach's one of them cool people that's probably got like 600 of each one of them techs. So.
Well, I don't think Zach really uses any of those units other than SF.
Oh yeah, true.
The Dracon and DS and Caretakers. That's it. His favorite units. And he goes, I don't use Phalanx, only built for. Ouch. So, but, he is the master of the SF. 90% of the bases he does is with SF. So, good job there, the one.
Thanks.
Well, so, with that being said, we're pretty much done with update notes, Gear Store updates, the introduction of our new lead designer. For those of you that want to say a nice farewell to Wrong Thinker, no, he is not leaving the company. He has been moved to a different game. I wish him all the best on that. Make a post on his forum. Wish him the best. Wish him luck. Whether he doesn't need it though, because he's taken War Commander to another level. And with Storm Chaser, I think it's going to go even better. But that is that. Do we have any questions out in YouTube?
Yep. It was somebody was asking where can Santiago be efficiently used and what are breachers good for? So,
Oh, breachers are your phalanx killers with the right tech on them.
put them under a dark storm,
Yep.
and phalanx won't stand a chance.
Now, the Santiago is a Dracon, where you know how they said the further the blue fireball goes out, the more damage it does. Well, Santiago's damage is straight 100% right out of the gun. So let's see here. So get rid of Adra. No, I wouldn't get rid of Adra. Adra's still very viable.
I was saying Santiago can be used to pick up like floaters and all that, and he says to get rid of Ardra, and I says, well,
Yep.
You know, Ardra and Santiago, they have different purposes. Ardra's bulldoze unit to take damage, or she herself is powerful with her shot. Santiago, he hits floaters. He's got more range than Ardra, but he's a lot more squishy than Ardra, so you're not going to want to take damage with Santiago. You're going to want to outrange something. So you probably want to keep Santiago under your Darkstorm, where Ardra, she can take a beating, especially at level 5.
Mm-hmm. So, and remember, Ardra can be replaced with a normal purifier, but the health isn't there. So, nor is all the hero tech that you can put on Ardra. So, any questions from the panel?
What is the meaning of life?
42.
Correct answer, my friend.
So, the one, do you have any questions?
No.
Iron Man, you got anything?
Nope.
Cool. This is gonna be a short, sweet show.
That was all. Oh, yeah. It was.
Zach, you got anything? Other than him starting to do bases. So with that, he goes, nope. What do you do? What do you get from dog bases? Just dog tech? I think so, Devo.
When a dog, or there was a dog in the action. Dark Shadows, if you go to the Unshackled chat, maybe not on screen, but there's a screenshot of the price list. Somebody put a picture of it.
In the Unshackled, the prize list.
Yeah, for the dog. That dog base.
Oh. All right, let's see here. What do we got?
Any tips on the 90 Zealots? Hey, Zach, you want to do a 90 base? Zach does them really good. Or, what's his, Erwin Rommel. Sorry.
Yep, it's just the standard prize list. I'll put up there here in a second. Hold on a sec. Of course I can't. Hold on. Address.
I can do a 90. Yeah.
This is just the standard prize list for those that want to see it.
Yeah, it's the 2 gold tech, the 2 silver tech. There was one where he actually hovered over that star. If you scroll up a little bit more.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, scroll up a little bit more, and he hovered over the star.
Yeah, it's kind of small, but hold on. Get that over here for you all.
Yeah, Erwin, there you go. There we go. Perfect. So you got dog tag, spike collar, and then you can earn a war dog.
On the first attack.
So actually, that's all your tech, or your war dog tech that you can earn, and then you can earn a war dog.
I can't tell if that's a 1 or a 3, to be quite honest. I think it's 3.
1. That's a 1.
Still on the first base, though. 1 war dog. For those that need the war dog tech, go hit him.
That gold tech is really nice. That the one where he splits up, he calls in some dogs when he dies, or he gets low health rather. What's his face? The one question. How's the tech paying out? Is it 1 bronze, 1 silver, 1 gold, or is it random?
The first one you get a war dog itself. And the second one you get a gold, and then it's a random like bronze, silver, gold.
Okay.
The one you said you're going to go do a 90 base?
Yeah, if I can switch my tune to the normal, it was in PvP, so I had to go back base.
Oops.
Someone on YouTube saying they changed them, so I'm gonna go have a look.
Yeah, they're a very interesting design now, so I hope I don't fail live.
Ah, I thought they were the old ones. Are they better or worse than before? That's a really awesome picture.
Get back to that until you let me know when you're ready. What the heck is that the 90 base, Zach? I think both of you guys are going to be doing a 90 base.
Yeah, in 20 seconds I'm there.
All right.
And this mother. Oh, this is very interesting. Oh wow.
What?
It looks like it's set up just for a phantom swipe.
Yeah, if that's what I just saw, then yes. But I guarantee you, your Phantom is going to die.
There's hunters. It's going to smoke it. But if you knock out the hunters, you probably could phantom it. But I'm definitely going to be farming these.
So let's see here. In the ones tune, he's got Jug, Caretaker, DS. He's got Galen actually in his first platoon, in his first squad. Then he's got a couple of technicals and the Prophet. Ooh. Wait a second. The Prophet in a 90 in that layout?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit the one corner.
You hit that one corner and that whole base is gone.
The 40s look interesting. Oh. All I'm saying is thank you, Kickside, because now I have something to do tonight. I wasn't sure what I was going to do tonight once I was done the show, but I'm going to be playing with these, destroying these bases. That's probably a GS in that rocket silo, so.
Yeah, be careful. But then again, the Darkstorm does take a pounding from that. So.
That's why you put a Caretaker too, just in case one of them fires off, because it doesn't do too much damage to a Caretaker.
Right.
But Mr. Ramos doesn't need those Caretakers.
This ought to be interesting. He's sending in the Prophet first. Interesting.
Wow, nothing.
Nothing out of the Prophet. Nothing. Nothing but air.
You're right one. Roughly what level Prophet is that?
2.
Oh, okay.
You didn't coin it all the way?
No.
Jug shot. You should have put a jug in there and then bounce the jug shot off that that little billy goat thing.
Of course, you're running its electric too, so.
I wanted Prophet to fire.
Get that railgun out of the way. He's not like killing you or stuff.
There goes the railgun. There goes that. Interesting. And we're going to see what kind of damage he takes. I'm already seeing, if it was, since it's in the standard, I'm already seeing about 2 hours of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of the Prophet.
He's bulldozing it, so it's not bad.
He's bulldozing it, which, it is what it is. For those of you that, want to just bulldoze these bases just to get the medals, I would say, honestly, use the walls to your advantage. In this point.
Out either the top side or the bottom side, you can walk it with jug. Watch your watch your rocket silos.
Right.
Which that one's not firing GSs, is it?
Can't tell.
I didn't see one fire yet.
Oh, it may be for anti-air. The Kickside is always putting one in there for anti-ground and one for anti-air. So.
The anti-air one is really relevant anymore.
Of course, as I said, this is a bulldoze, so.
Yeah, I'm just trying the base for the first time, so.
Oh, this is the first time you've tried a 90?
Yeah, this is a new design, so I'm just trying it.
So, because I love the community, I wasted an event scout, and they are both 2 maxed Rogue Achilles GS. And the rocket sellers are level 20, so they're not going to be doing the double shot, which is good. You need a level 25 in order to do the double shot. Max level CC.
Yep, congratulations. You just got yourself Several hours repair for 25,000 medals. And let's see how much damage he's got.
How do you feel about the difficulty for the payout, having done one?
He lost his Galen, so there's an hour.
Yeah.
That looks like micro health on those Omega units, or those like Shadow Ops units. But one thing I hate with them is, like, look right there. That looks like free repair, but it'll be like an hour and a half for each one of them.
And Prophet's half dead, so I'm gonna guess, let's say 4 hours.
Yeah, you'll see. It's an interesting design because you want to target it with something, and the Prophet is not firing. It's like way too slow to use in the base.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The Prophet is a slow firing unit. But
can you swap over to Mr. Rommel? Rommel found a new base.
Ooh, 5 hours.
that's not too bad for bulldozing. What base is this? This is the Highway Zealot 40s. Interesting.
I found a different layout for. Is this a metal base?
Yep, this is the HZ 40s.
I found a different layout for the 40. That's weird.
Maybe Kixeye listened to us in the.
Oh yeah.
You know, but this isn't for Shadow Ops, which is what that.
Oh, that's the Shadow Ops base.
No, this is not. Is this the Highway Zealot? Is not. This is not a Shadow Ops base. This is a metal base. But you know, we kind of asked for a little bit of a variety. You know, different base layouts. Of course, you know that makes City's job, Cyram's job, and what's his name? Job, but just a little bit harder coming up. You know, doing these bases, but.
What's your name? Dark Shadows. Check the Unshackled chat. I put a pic of the one that I see.
All right. Give me 1 second.
This one looks a lot better than the one I see.
No, that one looks a lot easier than the one you see. So.
I'm saying the one Rommel's doing right now is way easier than the one I see.
Maybe.
Look, picking it off with Furies. You probably do the whole thing with Envoys.
Maybe. I'll do a quick share so you guys can see this base while he's changing. So that's the one that Daba sees for the Highway Zealot 40s. You know, Kixeye is famous. We've got several different layouts for the 50s. Well, the 65s, we have several layouts. The 80s, we have several layouts for the Thoriums. So this is just something to give us a little variety. You know, it does get tiring doing the same base over and over and over again. But that being said, you know, they also are within the next, 2 more weeks, I think, roughly. They're going to be coming out with some different res bases for us. Higher payouts.
That's what I thought this base was, because it was like a new base, but...
Yeah. So, that being said, let me get off of that. Let's see.
I actually have my base layout kind of like this. And I changed, and I think you guys seen that I've changed it. I should have just kept it at this type of base layout. But I only had like 1 turret per corner, or bunker tower per corner.
Right.
I think I'm going back to this type of layout.
For those of you that did the July 4th bases that were out and got the trophy, yes, they know it's glitched. It's a very low priority. If you don't like it scurrying across, you got 2 options. Turn your trophy animation off, or don't place it.
Well, there is a 3rd option.
Don't get it?
There's a 4th option.
It's not built anymore.
In the words of the great Shadow Killer, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yep.
Put it on, put the animations on, and just get used to it.
Me personally, I have all animations turned off. There's no sense in it. I mean, you can only, see so many glorious explosions so many times. I just turn the crap off. Plus it prevents a lot of lag. So
Notice when I jump my base, if I have no trophies in my base, it jumps a lot faster than with trophies. So I like to hit and jump. So most of the trophies out, except for the ones that I'm hiding stuff. Now that I got a third Blood Knuckles, I'm really happy about that because I found a really good hiding spot or something.
What, your Santiago?
No, it's an important building that may or may not be behind my trophies.
Oh, I know what you got hidden behind it then. Never mind.
I found a new trophy for my my radio tower because it makes it look makes it look a lot less suspicious because the black like garbage can looking one made it look real suspicious. But this one I got a trophy over it.
Well, while Rommel and Zach is doing this. Oh, so the one thing, the trophy is not glitched anymore. Unfortunately, because I run the show, I'm not running the game at the same time, so I can't verify that. But I will take his word for it. So
I will happily sacrifice my time to verify that.
the PvP will let you guys pair with the Prophet. So, Andre, I would pair with the Prophet just what the one had. You know, couple. I mean, you can do phalanx, you can do technicals, but yeah, DS, Jug, Caretaker, Galen. So, yep, everybody's saying so far the trophy has been fixed, which is a good thing. Even though it was a very low priority, you know, and probably a really, really easy fix that took maybe 5 minutes. It's been fixed.
They got a dancer on there. Looks like he's dancing. It looks like a zombie dancing around this on the aircraft.
Screen share
it. Remember the discussion we had about my laptop being stupid?
Okay, never mind then.
You don't have the trophy?
I do, but I'm not loaded in the game.
Because
I don't want to lag out.
Let me switch computers and then I'll screen share it.
Yeah, I'm sharing it now.
The war rig, as far as on the downside, yeah, kind of does look like somebody's dancing on it. What the hell? He's dancing a little jig. Guess who that is?
Java Phoenix singing the YMCA on the boardwalk.
No, I'm gonna guess that's what's his name from Die Hard. He's dancing a jig. Anyway, let's get back to Mr. Rommel doing his Highway Zealot 40 base. With that being said, as far as the war rig on the downside, yes and no. The war rig has its very good advantages. In a PvP plat, it is very good. It is as people would put it, a lawnmower if used correctly. Yes, it will die, but it will do a lot of damage to somebody's base just because it is a lawnmower. So, and as we said, Rommel is the master of the SF. Yes, he has done a few end attacks, but that is the name of the game, to get the least amount of damage. Remember, end attack is your friend, except in the one-hit wonder bases.
I remember, I think it was Fear the Pure. I got to Dina end attack the Shadow boss base. I can't think of her name. The Blackout boss. He went and Dina ended attack, and he was like, "Oops."
Yep, it happens. We all forget. But you got to remember there are the one-hit bases. So. And as it looks like Rommel has got this base in the bag. Heck, you can release your Titan right now probably and take the rest of this thing out.
Animal, this is one of the designs for the Highway Zealot 40s, the metal base. I'm presuming we'll find out when we clears it.
and we'll find out how much damage he has total.
Definitely looking acceptable.
I'm going to say very acceptable damage.
I'm going to be laughing if he walks over mine, like it walks over the last building.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, but that would also be tragic. As he's exiting, he walks over a mine.
That's what happened to my Legion when I built the thing, and 5 minutes later in a Thor 40, I think it was, the one that looked like the whole giant depots, I killed the whole thing, and then I beat the base, purposely missing all the mines. And as he's retreating, pow, 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 walks over mines and dead. Day repair. I was like, oh, nice. I killed this thing, not even have it for 10 minutes.
Right? And what was it, a day repair, I think?
Yeah, day in like 12 hours it was initially.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. What should be paired with Hydra? Hydra and a Warrig when they are Omega. If you pair them with the Darkstorm, that alone, as long as the defender doesn't have Jericho, that will shred Phalanx and Technicals.
So, Zach, how many hours of repair did you get? What should you pair with the Hydra? Well, depending on what you're going after. I mean, if you're going into a base that has Technicals and Phalanx, the Hydra is a Phalanx and Technical killer. So, pair it up with your Darkstorm Jug. There's only so much you can put in a plat, though, so you got to pick and choose. You got to figure out what your fighting style is, what your hitting style is. So that's can't really tell you what to put with it. It's all a matter of your style of hitting people. I mean, we can make the recommendations. You could try it. You may hate it. You may love it, But I've seen in one plat you had, this is of course before the Prophet, you had Hydra, Jug, DS, and if I remember correctly, Warrig. So, the DS aura will stop most of the units from firing at it until it gets up close. But with the Hydra, it's a one shot pretty much on the Technicals. The grand total, 36 minutes repair for that 40. And that's because the Furies got whacked by a Hunter. So, of course, as he does these more and more, he will get better and better. So, let's go ahead and I guess we'll wrap this little bad boy up. Zach, go ahead and write out your moans, groans, complaints, and comments and shout-outs. So we will start off with Mr. Daba Phoenix. Last words and shout-outs, please.
I'm going to give a shout-out to Wrong Thinker for passing the torch onto Mr. Storm Chaser. Shout-out to you for picking up the torch and running with it. On your first day of, I guess officially in the forums, with your introduction, you did a bug fix that, or you did something that the players really liked. You brought down the legendaries to 300, so definitely liking that. Shout out to Kixeye again for the rest of the updates, because it was pretty much all good stuff that the community had asked for. So shout out to whoever's listening in Kixeye and whoever makes those decisions. You've done good this time. I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't remember if there's been one in a while that was pretty much all positive for the update notes. So that was good. Shout out to Sector. What is it? Shout out to all the clans that participated in the PvP thingy, and shout out to those who won. Just so this way we're not, glorifying this tag or that tag. I'm keeping the names anonymous, but you can search on the leaderboard if you like. But shout out to those that did participate. And just want to give a challenge to everyone out there. Good luck in PvP season, 9 now?
9.
Because I got 0 infamy and I got nothing to lose.
All right. Iron Man. You're up. Moans, groans, complaints. Final words of wisdom and shout out.
Well, I have nothing to groan about. There's no complaints. Not yet. Not until something happens. Shout out to Wrong Thinker. May the force be with you. Shout out to the panel here. Shout out to everyone on YouTube. Everyone else in the world. And let me see. Oh, Be Water by Bruce Lee. Out.
All right, the one, you're up.
Yeah, first of all, I want to congratulate the top 3 of the PvP event. And a big shout out to YouTube.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Zach shoutouts are shout out to Kixeye for decreasing the space of the legendary units by half, to the panel and to YouTube. And he found another 40. So, all right. My shoutouts for the night are to everybody on the panel for coming on this ragtag show, everybody out in YouTube for watching this ragtag show for how long it's been going. We will continue to keep going. We need some fresh meat, so if you want to come on, get with one of the moderators on the Facebook page, or message one of the producers. We're all over. You can find us. It's not that hard. So, with that being said, a special shout out to Wrong Thinker. You've got a challenge ahead of you. We know you will make it great. Shout out to Storm Chaser for taking on the next challenge in this phase of this game. Shout out to all the people on Discord. Kixeye Chris, Kixeye Golden Doodle, CM Bernie, Storm Chaser, and everybody else. With that being said, if you guys need support, just make sure that if you don't have support on the KXL site and you need something, come on to Discord. See what they can do for you. Unfortunately, just remember that they are very busy, especially coming back from a holiday and from a weekend. They may not get back to you right away, but they will eventually get back to you. Or message one of the moderators. Remember, in Discord, the employees are in red. The forum moderators are in yellow. If anybody else comes in and says, hey, give me your information, I'll do what I can. Don't give it to them at all. And another public service announcement. Kixeye does not send out notifications saying, hey, log into here and get some free gold. Don't put your information in, knowing damn well you've already been logged into Facebook, because if you're going to something that's within Facebook, a game, an app, or something else, it's not going to ask you for your login information. So don't fall for it. Don't lose your account for being stupid, because that's what some people are doing. It's, oh, look, I can get free 1,000 gold by going here. Okay. Hey, it's asking me for my login information. Why is it? Don't do it. All right. When in doubt, play it safe. Don't do it. And if you think it's legit, send a ticket into Kixeye saying, hey, is this legit? Ask one of the forum moderators, is this legit? They'll tell you straight up if it is or if it isn't. With that being said, everybody, congratulations to MX36 on the forums for finding the bunny. It was really hidden. So, yes, I'd like, as he said, he'd like to see more stuff like that hidden in the game. Whether or not it's a good challenge for us to find the stuff is another story. All the people that have played in the PvP season and the Warpath, congratulations for getting in the spots that you have. Some of them well earned. So, somebody's starting to speak up. Got anything else?
A little something from Discord. Someone asked about our turrets and like how they're poo, and even mines do more than the turrets. And in Discord, someone else said, and I'm not using their names because I didn't get their names, but or permission to use them. But this says I can tell you about it, that they're working on it. At least they say they would be happy joining focus groups. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Can't wait. Players complaining that our turrets ain't really good enough or whatever. Our base by itself is not really good enough. And so Mr. Golden Doodle says that we are. So they're working on something to make our base
Yep, we're getting.
right again.
So with that, your turrets are all going to be the same level now. So just expect something coming. Something is in the works.
Yeah, I want an upgrade for my avalanche turret that gives it like twice the power. Yeah, because all the other turrets got power upgrades, but the avalanche, they left the core avalanche out.
Personally, I'd like to see, give us an incentive for putting our power plants on overdrive. But that's another story for another time. And Hunter, you're late. But for those of you that like the artwork that I make modifications to, Hunter made a comment to this picture. And, well, he asked if I hit a bunny in there somewhere. I said, yeah, the only problem with that is the tank ran over the bunny, so it's hidden under one of the treads. So, with that, I will bid you all adieu. Good night, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
That's all, folks.